All right, we've covered this many times, but sometimes you will alkylate an enolate. So we'll do alkylation reactions. So we will take, this is pretty simple, take a ketone, treat it with LDA, and then we'll treat, and that makes the enolate. Then we'll treat with some alkyl halide, typically a primary alkyl halide, and we'll do an alkylation. So we've alkylated the alpha carbon, added an alkyl group. There's a way to do this through the aldol condensation. So this is the normal way to do it. I'm not going to write that this is the abnormal way to do it, but this is, we're going to do this via the aldol condensation. Okay. So what's going to happen in the aldol condensation? Well, we're going to take our ketone and we're going to mix it with an aldehyde and a base. Let's say, I never use ethoxide, so let's write ethoxide. That's a specific example of an alkoxide. And so this base is going to form the enolate at the alpha carbon. That enolate is going to attack the carbonyl of our aldehyde, make a tetrahedral intermediate. It's going to get protonated. We're going to form a new enolate again at this alpha carbon, and we end up kicking out hydroxide, and we make our alpha beta unsaturated ketone. Okay, well, I promise you we're going to do an alkylation, and this is what our alkyl group looks like. It doesn't have this crummy double bond in it. So how are we going to finish this off? Well, in order to convert this double bonded group, the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, to an alkyl group, we can simply treat this with hydrogen and palladium on carbon. We'll do an addition reaction onto our alkene, and we will get the same product as if we ran our alkylation. You may say, why would I want to do that if I can just make LDA? Well, historically speaking, LDA was something that really came along in the 1950s. So before the 1950s, you couldn't do this very handy-dandy alkylation with LDA at the top of the screen. The way people did alkylations were things like we show in the middle. They do an aldol condensation, make the alpha beta unsaturated ketone, and then they would reduce that alkene to the alkane, and they get their alkylated ketone in that way. So the net effect was to add this alkyl group to their starting ketone. So sometimes over time people discover new ways to do things, but the old ways still are important and still have relevance in chemistry today.